Welcome to today's discussion, where we explore how simple words can create meaningful emotional impact. Mornings set the tone for the entire day, and the way you greet someone you care about can shape not only their mood but also how they feel about you. In this video, we'll uncover the psychology behind meaningful communication and how a few carefully chosen phrases can make a woman feel genuinely appreciated, seen, and emotionally connected. Words have incredible power, especially when spoken with intention and warmth. A thoughtful good morning message does more than just acknowledge her. It signals that she's on your mind and that her presence in your life matters. It's not about using poetic lines or rehearsed compliments, but about authenticity. Expressing genuine emotion in a way that feels natural and heartfelt. When done right, these small gestures can create a lasting impression that goes beyond mere attraction. By blending insights from psychology and emotional intelligence, we'll explore how language influences affection, trust, and connection. Each of the 5 good morning phrases you'll learn today carries subtle emotional depth, designed to spark warmth and admiration without sounding forced or insincere. Stay with me as we uncover how to communicate with both sincerity and strength, the kind of communication that can truly make her heart open to you. One of the most common mistakes men make when expressing affection is confusing flattery with sincerity. Flattery seeks approval. Authenticity seeks connection. Psychology tells us that people instinctively sense the difference. A genuine message reflects presence and thoughtfulness. It shows that you've paid attention to who she is, not just how she looks. Saying, "I hope today brings you something that makes you smile," feels far more personal than generic compliments that could be sent to anyone. Authenticity also builds emotional trust. When your words come from honesty rather than performance, they resonate more deeply. A woman feels safe opening her emotions when she senses steadiness and truth behind your tone. The Stoic approach reinforces this. Speak with calmness and intention, not to impress, but to communicate genuine warmth. Ultimately, sincerity carries more power than excessive praise. By being authentic in your morning messages, you allow your words to carry emotional weight without overstatement. That quiet honesty is what lingers in her mind long after she reads them, turning simple moments into lasting affection. Emotional connection is built not through grand declarations, but through consistent, genuine communication. Psychology shows that people form stronger attachments when they feel seen and emotionally understood. A simple good morning message, when expressed sincerely, becomes a small act of emotional recognition, a way of saying, "You matter." When you choose your words carefully, focusing on warmth rather than extravagance, you invite her to start her day with positive emotion linked to your presence. The tone and intention behind your message are far more important than its length or complexity. A heartfelt, "I hope your morning is peaceful today," can carry more meaning than an elaborate statement filled with cliches. Authenticity resonates because it feels personal and thoughtful. A woman's emotional mind responds not to perfection but to consistency, the quiet reassurance that your care is genuine and not driven by temporary excitement. From a Stoic perspective, emotional connection through words is about balance. You express affection without losing composure or seeking reciprocation. The Stoic man does not write to impress, he writes to express sincerity. His calm, grounded tone communicates confidence, which naturally strengthens attraction. Over time, this emotional steadiness builds trust, allowing her to associate your words with comfort and reliability. When combined with emotional intelligence, your morning messages evolve from simple greetings into meaningful connections. Every thoughtful phrase becomes a thread that weaves intimacy and trust. When a woman feels emotionally safe, she opens her heart more freely. It's in that quiet, consistent exchange, not in grand gestures, that true affection begins to grow. A good morning message may seem like a small gesture, but psychology reveals that it carries profound emotional significance. The first message someone reads in the morning shapes their mental and emotional tone for the rest of the day. When you send a thoughtful, sincere greeting, it subtly reinforces connection and belonging, two of the strongest emotional needs in human relationships. By acknowledging her presence early in the day, you signal care, consistency, and emotional reliability, qualities that women deeply value in meaningful relationships. Beyond its simplicity, a morning message communicates emotional awareness. It shows that you are attentive to her life beyond the moments you spend together. Whether it's a text, a brief call, or a kind word in person, the timing of your message holds symbolic weight. It says, "You're the first thought in my day." This emotional priority makes the gesture far more powerful than any grand romantic act. Small, consistent kindness often builds the deepest bonds. From a psychological perspective, repetition strengthens attachment. When kindness and attention appear regularly, they create a sense of safety and trust. The morning greeting becomes an emotional anchor, something she looks forward to subconsciously. It's not about the words alone, but about the feeling they evoke: warmth, attention, and emotional security. A man who understands this dynamic communicates stability without needing to declare it. The Stoic approach complements this perfectly. A Stoic man doesn't send messages to seek validation, but to express genuine regard. His words are calm, thoughtful, and measured, reflecting both strength and emotional intelligence. When you combine heartfelt expression with inner steadiness, your good morning message becomes more than a greeting. It becomes a quiet reminder of presence, reliability, and respect. Over time, that steady presence is what transforms affection into something lasting. The impact of a morning message depends not just on what you say, but how and when you say it. Timing communicates attentiveness. Sending a thoughtful message early in the morning shows that she is part of your first thoughts. Psychology suggests that timing reinforces emotional priority, a subtle yet powerful way of deepening connection. When words are delivered with consistency rather than urgency, they create a quiet rhythm of reliability that women naturally find reassuring. Tone is equally crucial. A calm, positive, and genuine tone evokes emotional safety, while overly intense or exaggerated messages can feel forced. The Stoic mindset teaches control over expression, to speak with warmth but without overexcitement. This composure in communication reflects inner balance, something that stands out in a world of impulsive digital exchanges. Ultimately, tone and timing shape the emotional atmosphere of your message. A brief, sincere note sent with the right intention often leaves a stronger impression than lengthy words sent for effect. By mastering these small yet powerful elements, you demonstrate emotional intelligence, the quiet confidence that allows affection to grow naturally without pressure or performance. The real power of a morning message lies in its ability to create emotional continuity, transforming momentary words into lasting feelings. Psychology explains that repeated emotional reinforcement strengthens attachment. When your communication remains consistent and genuine, it forms an emotional habit in her mind. Each message becomes a quiet reminder of care and reliability, deepening her sense of comfort and affection over time. However, lasting connection isn't built through repetition alone, but through emotional depth. A phrase that carries warmth, empathy, and sincerity continues to echo long after it's read. Instead of focusing on elaborate language, aim for meaning. messages that reflect thoughtfulness, encouragement, or genuine interest in her well-being. These subtle emotional cues remind her that your care is steady, not situational. From a Stoic perspective, lasting affection stems from integrity in expression. Speak only when your words align with genuine intent. Avoid sending messages out of habit or emotional need. Let them come from calm awareness and sincerity. When your communication reflects inner balance, your words gain quiet strength. The kind that lingers not because they are loud, but because they are true. In time, such authenticity transforms ordinary exchanges into something deeper. Your good morning phrases stop being mere greetings and become symbols of emotional constancy. They build a connection grounded in respect, care, and trust, qualities that form the foundation of enduring love. At its core, love is built not through grand gestures, but through small, sincere acts of attention. The simple good morning message may seem ordinary, yet when spoken with care and consistency, it becomes extraordinary. Psychology reminds us that connection grows through emotional repetition, small, meaningful signals that communicate presence and stability. A woman remembers not only what is said, but how it makes her feel, and every thoughtful phrase you send reinforces that sense of warmth and security. The Stoic perspective brings an important balance to this dynamic. It teaches that affection should be expressed with mindfulness, not urgency. The purpose of your words is not to impress, but to convey genuine regard. A calm, composed expression of care reflects strength and reliability, two qualities that naturally deepen attraction. In time, your communication becomes not a strategy, but a reflection of your inner steadiness. As you move forward, remember that what truly wins the heart is sincerity guided by awareness. Speak from truth, not desire for validation. Let your words carry both gentleness and intention. When kindness and composure merge, your good morning messages stop being routine gestures and become the quiet foundation of trust and affection, the kind that endures long after the words fade from the screen.